All right, so here's all it takes to write insightful questions. Pick a topic, pick a perspective, and pick the question, and just write it out. And believe it or not, the whole thing can be done with one template. This entire process can be done with this one little template. As sophisticated as those questions sound and as insightful as they are, they can all be done with one little template. That's the beauty of this. As long as you understand what you're doing and why, you can do it all with one template. So John, as you think about retirement. Now, what just happened?
He smiled.
John, as you think about retirement, what it did was, I got his attention, and what it did, Carlos, what did it do? I framed it. And the topic brought his mind. He could be thinking about 100 things, but right now, what's he thinking about? Retirement. John, as you think about retirement. Now, look how we can change the question. From a financial perspective. Oops. Now, what questions can I ask now? Anything I want. I got them, right? John, as you think of retirement. Oh, from a financial perspective. Oh. Now ask a question. Any of you, ask a question.
Where will you be living?
How will your quality of life change relative to how it is today? Based on your current plan. Ooh, hadn't thought about it.
How would you like for it to change?
Well, that's another way of asking it. But you see how now you can change any question you want? Mm-hmm. How will it be relative to it is now? How would you like it to be? John, do you have kids? Okay. Who's got kids?
No.
No kids? What, you guys don't like kids?
Deborah has.
Your little ones?
Be quiet.
10 and 13.
10 and 13, great. Deborah,
Yeah.
as you think about college education for your kids,
Yes.
from a financial perspective, what's the question?
What plans have you made?
What plans have you made to ensure that your kids can go to any school they want to go to? And the answer is, I don't need to know, but the answer is, oops, hadn't thought about it. Anyway, see how the process works? Real simple. So now we're going through this whole process. We've got all this laid out. We kind of all the stuff is flying in our heads, but we're down basically to one template. And now we're going to build a bunch of questions around this dialogue. So here's an example of some sample questions. So now the template's easy, but now we're going to show you how easy it is to actually create these questions, and we'll give you a whole bunch of examples. So for instance, goal. When you look at hot topic from a long-term perspective, what would you like to achieve? Objective. Same question, we just changed the topic. So we're writing goals, objectives, obstacles, desires, success questions. You with me? So these are just examples you can use to create your own. Let's just pick one of these. Let's just pick a goal. And John, when you look at your business over the next 12 months from a big picture perspective, what would you like to accomplish? Your answer might be, I want to increase revenue by 10% and increase my market share. I want to be the player in the market. Great. John, when you look at your business over the next 12 months, from a day-to-day perspective, what would you like to accomplish? Does that change the answer? It sure does. Let's ask the next question. John, from your manager's perspectives, the people who work for you, or whatever, what would you like to accomplish? Versus, John, from an economic perspective, what do you want to accomplish? And the last one, personally, John, what are you trying to accomplish as you look at 12 months out? Now, let's say you're the manager or the executive. You notice how just changing the perspective changes the complete meaning of the question? From your team's perspective, what do you want to accomplish? If I ask this question of 10 different people at Tech Data, any one of these questions, what do you think the variance of answers would be? Depends who you're asking.
But it would vary.
Yep. Significantly, probably. All right, so you kind of got the process. Now what we're going to do as a team, we're going to get together in groups, and we're going to use this process, this template, and all the examples we're going to give you. And what you guys are going to do is you're going to come up with 5 killer goods questions using this template process, using some of the examples.